all. I'm awake from this dream. I dissolve this dream. I dissolve this duality. I am protected and nothing can harm me. I dissolve all fears. I am primal light. I am the true light. I bow to the great supreme wisdom within. I bow to the eternal truth. I bow to the eternal self. All is I self. I alone exist. All of myself must return to I and I. I am oneness. I am peace. I am balanced. I am primal light.
I am that I am. I self supreme. All is myself. I am one with all.
All is I self. I alone exist. I am not this mind or this body. Mind is just mind, thoughts, and imagination. Fear stems from ignorance and illusion.
I am not this body. I am not this mind. I was never created. I was never born. So I can never die. I am that I am. I self supreme.
I am abundant. All is I self. I am grounded in truth. I'm grateful for the present moment. I stay consistent. I stay in knowledge. I return to the true state. All is I and I. All is primal light. Primal light is infinite. I is boundless. I am rooted in my true self. I am grateful to be alive. I am grateful for the present moment. I am grounded in the eternal light. I am victorious over the ego. The ego doesn't stand a chance against I. I am destined to dissolve this ego. I is victorious. I is all. I is the eternal truth. Mind, be still and know that I am in command. I am anchored in myself unmanifest. I am stabilized in I self unmanifested. As I command, so shall it be effortlessly. I command my destiny.
I am that I am. I self supreme. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another Youth Seek Truths. Much honor, much reverence. Welcome to I back to another session. How are you feeling? Oh, let me turn you on. How are you feeling?
Very good. Very,
Awesome.
very good.
Victorious.
Victorious. Victory, victory,
Victorious.
victory. Yes, it is great to be in your presence again. Much honor to the I and I. Victory, victory, victory. Yes. So it's been a mighty proton storm this week. Were you guys feeling that? It's magnetic storms. Right now, all the baby gods, that the ones that belong to us, like the ones who are taking human form right now,
Mm-hmm.
our other selves, our other selves who are not in a body like us, and those are the ones that many ones worship as the gods. The baby ones, they are now merging. So this has been like a big battle. They're proton storms, and but the I Self Supreme is moving them into balance, removing the ego off of them. So it's been a fight this week. So yes, victory, victory, victory. I am
Victory.
victorious. I am triumphant. The I Self Supreme is victorious. Moving this duality, returning I and I to non-duality, that I want true state. Victory, victory, victory. All is myself, and I alone exist. All of the I and I self must return, be one unified self. Victory, victory, victory. Yes. So, who wants to open up first? Maria? All right.
Uh, what do I say again? Like just how I've
Yeah,
been
you just
feeling.
yeah, just talk about how you've been feeling. Also for ones who who don't know you, or just you can just introduce yourself again. Which I forgot to do again, so I'll just do it right now myself. I am primal light, prepared for this dream duality existence. In this avatar as Auset Aten Ra. I am the liberator, and I advocate for all selves. All selves are free, all souls are free. Victory, victory, victory. All right, so go ahead.
Uh, I and I is still figuring out how to dissolve the ego from Maria.
right. Victory, victory, victory.
Victory.
You're on the path. It's a process.
It's a
It's a process.
process.
Yes. And it's
Uh,
the most difficult thing that you can do. Be patient with yourself, okay? Victory, victory,
victory,
victory.
victory.
Yes.
Uh, this these past few weeks have definitely been tough, and I think it has to do with the fact that I am on that path more so than ever. Like I am, that is something that I'm constantly thinking about and constantly trying to work on, but I have noticed that the ego does not want to be dissolved. This week was so tough. So tough. I was speaking to Miles about it. I even like it was scared to tell you, Asa. Like I was scared to tell you about how tough it's been. Um Honestly, oh, I forgot to, yeah, I'm in the avatar of Maria. Yeah. And I am nervous and scared, but I am here. I am present,
I am
and
victorious. Say I'm
I am
victorious.
victorious, and I am very grateful for you guys, for this beautiful safe space that we have every Friday. That I look forward to. But this week has been tough for sure.
Share,
Uh,
share, please share because not to interrupt you.
no worries.
Please do share because there are many ones, know this, many ones going through the same process. And even though I am saying it's a tough process and I am telling them the process I am going through, they just see me differently. So share so one know that the battle with this ego is real,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to stand up to it and persevere because it's gonna fight you. It does not want to be dissolved.
It
You
does
know,
not.
it does not. So you have to stand up to it. You know, like this. This is your fight.
It
I had to
is.
do this. You know, I had to go through the same process, and I said,
It
no, no,
is.
no. Yeah, no, no, no. I am ready to give this ego up. So you will persevere, and we are here for you. So yes.
Many thanks, many thanks. It's definitely been tough. I've been actually I've ever since you said that you've you have a hard time sleeping. I kind of took that into account with myself. I've always had a hard time sleeping, and I never really knew why, and or I knew but I would forget why I would have a hard time sleeping, and it was because I would have bad dreams and I would
Mhm.
forget them. Like when I would try to remember them in the morning, I wouldn't really exactly remember what happened, but only how it made me feel. And like I would that was always something reoccurring. But this week, I've definitely have been having a lot of trouble sleeping, and I've been scared to kind of even sleep because what's been happening is I've been going in and out of sleep. It's like I'm laying down and I'm sleeping, but I'm also dreaming. And then at the same time, I'm waking up and like seeing, for example, like my cat stare at me. Like just, I would wake up and see my cat stare at me. And then I would fall back asleep and would have like a reoccurring, like it would continue the dream, like the bad dream, the uncomfortable dream. Um, and I was honestly in denial about it. Like I didn't want to accept it. It was like I was just kind of like no 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 no, like putting that, tucking that wherever it goes, and like just I've been for the past days like I was kind of tucking that in and not wanting to deal with it and accept that I have been having bad dreams and I haven't been doing what I need to do
Mhm.
for 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 this body, for this mind, for this ego.
Mhm.
Um and it's been even like it's been making me feel even more like resentment towards myself and just a little bit of shame and guilt, and it's like a little cycle that keeps going
Mm-hmm.
until you stop, until I finally decided to talk to Miles, which is somebody who always makes tries to make space for me and tries to listen to what I have to say and what I'm feeling. And I let it out. I like cried to him and I told him what was going on, and he said, "You should talk to Auset. You should tell her." And I was telling him exactly what I'm saying is that I have been having thoughts about what our journey is going to be. And just a little warning, I might cry.
It's
um
okay.
I've been having thoughts about our journey and how in the depths of this and how I feel, I want to do it and I really am so excited to do it, but I feel so scared and I feel like, or I have these thoughts that I'm not ready, or
Mm-hmm.
that there's things that I need to learn and overcome to be able to do it before I can do it. Because, for example, for going to like talk to the children, I'm scared that I'm not ready enough and I haven't dissolved the ego enough to be with the children and to help the children the way that they need to be helped. Like just thoughts like that of just putting myself down. Um and it's been pretty scary. Um I've just been like having doubts about myself, and I f- I didn't want to say anything to you and I didn't want to call you because I had a thought that it was gonna hurt your feelings or that you were gonna be mad at me.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is what the mind does. Remember, I told you this before? I told you that the mind is going to get like this. It's putting up a fight or resistance. And it wants you to lose your confidence. Like, some days it does the same thing to me. Like, I will be in such suffering and pain in the body, and like the self is saying, go here to work with some children or work with whoever to work with, and I am in such suffering that I say I can't go. My body is not ready. I'm just feeling tired, and these dualities are beating up on me. But I have to like I realize that it's the dualities that don't want me to make this decision, and so I push myself every day. If I follow my mind, I will never do anything. So because I know what it's doing, I push myself and I go out and I know that the self is going to balance me soon, even though I'm going through the suffering. Because this is the reason why I have this role as Auset, because it is the most difficult role that anyone can take on, with all the gods and the ego firsthand what they're doing to the eye, like beaten up on the eye the whole of this week. This is the battle that they were fighting with us this week, because of the proton storm and the magnetic energy. They're shooting magnetic energy and fighting us with their magnetic energy. So this was a tough week, and so I understand why, because I was going through a tough week, and they wanted me to lose confidence in myself. And this is where the affirmation comes in. This is not an easy path, but you have the tools. Is remembering to use the tools. Like, you get the affirmation right away, and you start reciting, and don't dwell in the mind when it's coming at you like that. You just keep saying, mind, be still, be still, be still. I am confident. Remember I told you, I
Mm-hmm.
had it took me 1 year or more to gain confidence in myself, and it took me saying the affirmations over weeks and weeks to stand up to this ego, because not only am I dealing with the ego, I am dealing with all of the gods who are wearing this ego. So battling with them because they know what my role is. So it's not easy. So absolutely not. I would completely understand, because remember I was sharing with you guys that this is going to happen, and it's gonna say don't call Auset, don't talk to Auset. I told you this, right?
But yeah, but it's like I have another thing to say about what you just said. It feels like when I was listening to your affirmations and when I was trying to tell my mind to be still,
Mhm.
I kind of felt like tension
Mhm.
inside of me. And the
Yeah.
more that I tried to just observe it and not absorb it, the more that I
Mhm.
tried to do that, the more that I got a feeling of that I should try to accept it first. But at the same time I was trying to listen to you and listen to the affirmations,
Mhm.
but it just like it it created this like tension in me that I didn't know what to do, which made me like stray away from the affirmations, and I just kind of like started listening to the bowls.
Mhm.
And I guess I found out that I feel like right now I just need to hold myself,
Mhm.
like give myself love, I
Mhm.
guess. And I figured out, I like reflected upon it because maybe my past experiences are coming up, like just like, huh? Can I talk to you later? Okay. That was my mom.
Okay.
But it was like past experiences from like not feeling loved and not feeling heard,
Mhm.
and just that's what I was feeling, and I felt like I just needed to give that to myself. And once I gave that to myself and Miles also provided that for me, I started feeling better.
Mhm.
So it's, I guess sometimes I don't know, I want to listen to you, but I feel like my inner thing
Mhm.
is telling me something else first. Do you know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
feel like that's what I'm like kind of feeling torn, because I know that what you're saying is correct, but
Mhm.
maybe I'm not, I need steps to that in a
Mhm.
way
Mhm.
for myself and my experience.
Mhm.
I want to say something, but I don't want to interrupt.
Say it.
Go ahead.
I just think I can only speak from my experience, but the
Mhm.
more I observe the negative, like the hurtful, like past experiences, the more like I dwell in that, the farther I get from the oneness that we really all are, or the real light that we all are. So it's
Mhm.
like, not saying you shouldn't validate your experiences, but just always know you're stronger than that. Like that's not really who you are. I mean for me at least, like I just like the more I think on it, like the worse it can get. The more I dwell on it, the
Mhm.
worse it can be. And so the more I just almost surrender to the affirmations and just know,
Mhm.
the the more it washes away for me.
Mhm.
But like I said, I don't wanna.
No,
I
yeah,
am just starting on this, so I cannot speak for you.
I hear you.
Mhm. That's a very good encouragement, Miles. I just want to share, Maria, with you. When I came into true realization of myself and my role that I had to play, I knew that the I self that is not in the body, my parent self, was depending on me to to take this path, and not to listen to the ego. And so, like I was saying, the I have the ego running in the body up and down my foot and doing this, and I have the gods beating on my head, holding my throat when I'm talking. So I understand what you are saying. When the gods are in this body beating, fighting me, trying to stop my speech, I said, "You cannot stop me. I will not give up." So I am sharing my experience. That's why I'm sharing my experience to say that this is not easy. It's going to be a battle to give up this ego and any of the dualities that come on you. But you have to keep anchoring in the affirmation. They don't want me to speak truth. They don't want me to say the affirmations. I listen to my own affirmations. I already follow the process now, and I know when they come on me, when a lot of them, like lately this week, there's a whole lot of them on me. All of the baby gods, those little devils, they were on me. So I put on the earphones and listen to my own self, my own voice. They don't like to hear it. They doing this in the body, doing this on my head. I keep playing it. I keep playing it. So I understand what you're saying. I completely do, because this has been how many years now I've been going through this. So I understand why I have to play this role that I am playing right now, because who else was gonna do this and accept, you know what I'm saying, and know that there's no turning back, no turning back for Auset. I have to keep going no matter what the ego does, no matter what the gods them do. I cannot give up. I have to stay steadfast in my path. I have to stay anchored into the I self so that I can never ever be uprooted. And so is like you said, it's creating that foundation of the affirmations and the vibrations to anchor yourself and know that this is going to happen. You're gonna feel those thoughts are going to come. You cannot entertain them. This is where the problem is. Once you start thinking, remember you're using the mind, and it becomes difficult. It becomes difficult. So you start with the affirmation. So
I
let's
think
do some affirmation. Now go ahead. Go ahead. I'm here.
no, I was gonna say I think that you just summed it up. I think that once I started entertaining it, I
Mhm.
had it's like I had to keep going until I like just crashed and then like got up again. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't like not stop in the middle. Like I had to like entertain it, feel bad about it,
It
be in
sucked you
denial.
in. It sucked you
Yes,
into
it
the bad
sucked me.
feeling. That's
It like
exactly what it wants.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think
Believe
you
me.
just summed it up. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was listening to like healing bowls sounds because the affirmation I didn't want to listen to the affirmations. It was like I felt like
How about
un-
when you say the affirmations? How about when you say them? You didn't want to say them either.
no, it was like I felt so
Uh,
uncomfortable, like
It took
physically,
over your whole body.
literally physically and
That's
inside
what
of
they
my
do.
body
That's literally what they
that
do.
even listening to the healing
They
bowls, I was
try.
getting a headache. Like as I
mm,
was sleeping, I was getting a headache listening to the healing bowls, and I was comfortable.
yeah.
Like I was comfortable, ready for bed. That makes so much sense.
Yeah, it's about if you should I have a video on there. If you should ever see some of my earlier videos when I wasn't as confident as I am right now, you know, and I am talking against the gods, and I'm saying I will, no matter what you do to me, you know what I'm saying? I will speak the truth, because when I'm speaking, sometimes my tongue will get tired, and all of a sudden I can't move my tongue because they want to take over this whole body, take over my mind, take over my tongue. For my speech, they stop in my throat. Even one time, they completely did something to the computer and my voice went out and I had to shut the thing down and restart again. So they're constantly doing this. They do not want to be dissolved. And you are powerful. Come on, say this. I am powerful.
I am powerful.
I believe in myself.
I believe in myself.
I am confident.
I am confident.
I know who I am.
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 I am formless.
I am formless.
I am timeless.
I am timeless.
I am limitless.
I am limitless.
I am boundless.
I am boundless.
I am not this body.
I am not this body.
I am not this mind.
I am not this mind.
I am that I am.
I am that I am.
I am that has no name.
I am that has no name.
I am that can't be explained.
I am that can't be explained.
All is myself.
All is myself.
I alone exist.
I alone exist.
Who are all these characters if I alone exist? I alone exist. Say that again. I alone exist.
I alone exist.
And mind has no power over me.
And mind has no power over me.
Ego, you have no power over me.
Ego, you have no power over me.
I am in command.
I am in command.
I dissolve this ego.
I dissolve this ego.
I no longer want to exist in an ego false self.
I no longer want to exist in an ego false self.
I return to my ultimate true state.
I return to my ultimate true state.
I am anchored
I am anchored
and stabilized into the I self.
and stabilized into the I self.
The I one true pure self.
The I want true pure self.
I am confident.
I am confident.
Say that a couple more times.
I am confident.
I am capable.
I am capable.
I am responsible.
I am responsible.
And
I am
fear.
powerful.
Exactly. Go.
I
Keep
am
going.
fierce.
Keep
I'm not
going.
this mind.
Keep going.
I am not this body. I am not this mind. I am not this body. I am not these experiences. I am powerful. I am confident. I and I. Ego, go away. Go away.
Say, I dissolve it. Because remember, all is yourself. This is your ego that is causing you suffering. Doesn't want you to dissolve it. You have the power. Take
I
back your
dissolve
power.
this ego.
Exactly. Say that.
I dissolve this ego. I dissolve this ego.
I am victorious.
I am victorious.
I will never give up.
I will never give up. I am
I,
confident.
very good. I command my liberation
I command my liberation
from this ego
from this ego
as I have commanded.
as I have commanded,
so let it be.
so let it be.
So it is.
So it is.
Now let's do some affirmation. I'm gonna go ahead. I'll start. Uh, now it's your turn. Now close your ears and let's say this vibration 8 times.
I honestly forgot how many
Honestly,
those were. I did not
it's
count.
it's
Victory.
perfect. Victory,
That's
victories.
victory.
I am victorious.
I
I
And
am
am.
triumphant.
triumphant. Victory, victory. Why you think I'm always saying victory, victory?
Because
Because
I have
every
to.
day it's a battle with this ego, non-stop. When you're in the process of dissolving this ego, it's a battle, a major battle.
You
It
Yeah.
don't
brought tears to
say.
my eyes.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
and even when you have dissolved the ego, the false self, when you have dissolved the ego false self and you're no longer in the ego false self, you are still battling with the ego because it's separated from you, but because you're still inside a dream, you still have this sleeping, dreaming mind. So
It's
we
a
have to,
wild thing.
yeah, we have to remember that the mind that we're wearing, it is sleeping and it is dreaming and it does not know the truth. We should stop listening to it. We're only using it when the self is communicating to us to say we're listening to what the mind is saying. But the mind is going to come and make us have fear because, I had to go through that fear too to say, I am fearless, you know. What I'm saying, I am protected and nothing can harm me. You have to say the vibration. The mind does not like it because it know that you're gaining your confidence. It does not want you to have confidence because this mind wants to still exist with this ego false self. And we do not want to exist in an ego state. We want to exist as a self, but we're still having this ego mind that we're using in this dream. And until the dream is dissolved, we will never be able to get the non-dual consciousness because the gods them are here. They will take it, and this will be chaos if they get a hold of the non-dual consciousness. you know so it has to be dissolved first. All the egos has to be dissolved first So everything is a process for us to get to return back to our true nature. And in the meantime, we have to fight and deal with this ego because it's fighting against us. So we have to stand up to it, and it takes a lot of stamina, courage, because you'll get weak, you'll get tired, you'll feel like you can't go on any longer. But I want to encourage you. I have been there, and I am still going through this process. So I am a testament, every day, like I said this week, major proton storm, because all of the baby gods, which is our like, the male and the feminine, like I explained. I think one of them of yourself, one of them probably was on you.
Oh, for
um
sure.
yeah. So because what happened is that they will find you and terrorize you because they themselves don't want to wake up. But right now, the I self is pulling the ego off of them. That is going to be a process. So pretty soon, the self is going to work with you to merge you back with your masculine self. You know what I'm saying? So it's probably one of them was on you and taking over your mind and doing this. They come and they do the same thing to I. But because I am always vigilant and I know it's going to happen, I have my affirmations ready. And sometimes I forget, and I am just sitting like going through the pain. And then after a while, I said, let me go to the affirmation. Let me start doing the affirmation. Let me start listening to my own voice, because they don't want to hear it. And I am teaching them also, because they don't know that they are sleeping and dreaming. And right now, the I self is waking them up from their sleep. And this is what was happening this week. So I definitely understand the struggle. But I'm here to encourage you. Do not give up, you know. I know that I am always here, and I will never judge you. Only the ego does that. It tells me all the time, oh, I am more powerful than you. And I said, no, you're not. Your
But
age of ruling is over. Sorry, go ahead.
it doesn't even show up as like judgment. It shows up as like, oh, it kind of showed up as like, oh, I'm being
Sneaky.
empathetic. Yes, it
I
Yes,
was
was
like,
just
it
sneaky.
thinking
was,
that. I was
it
just
was
thinking
like,
that.
it was like, oh, like, don't tell her upset. Maybe she'll get mad, or it'll hurt her feelings. And like that's how you get to me. Like
Yeah.
like if I don't, that is one thing that I'm constantly working on. I'm
Hmm.
I'm going to do what I need to do, even if it hurts your feelings, because that is you,
Yes.
like, but that, like, sometimes I'm just like, I don't want, like, I care about us. Like, I don't, yeah.
No, I believe me. I understand this journey. I've been through so many ones. Many ones contact I, but they are not ready to go through the process because they're not ready to dissolve the ego. You have to be ready to dissolve the ego, because then it will just bring you back into that comfortable position that you're at, and you're just like, you know what? I am not gonna take. But the I self is waiting for us to do this. The I self is battling and dissolving all the other aspect of the self that we cannot do, and it is our job and our destiny to do this for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? To dissolve this ego, false self, ourself. So that the burden will be lighter on the I self, who's battling with all of the human beings who are shooting missiles into the I self. They're taking particles from the I self, creating things with it, creating nuclear weapons and bombs and this. They're taking, these are aspects of the self they are using to do this. And every time the missile is about to go off, the I self have to be stopping the missile. Do you know that's what's happening? They're shooting missiles, they want to break the dome. The self is stopping them. But they will not say this. They will not say this, that the
It
self
will
is
never
stopping
break.
them when they're doing this. Yeah, they want chaos because they're following this ego. So that's why we have to take care of this part. We have to stand up to this ego. The ego does not want truth. It does not want affirmations. It does not want vibration. It's fighting. If
Which
I
makes
ever listen
wrong.
to this ego, I would never get to be at this position in confidence the way that I am right now.
I
I
definitely
cry.
know.
Even
Yeah.
on one videos, I am crying. If you listen to the video for this one, I am crying because the gods them was on me, beating me up while I am saying this. I'm saying I'm filing a case against the gods. Did you?
If only it worked that way.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't file the case with this with these the ones the human beings with. I file it with the I self, the one
Yeah.
true self. You know, I
Yeah.
said I am tired of being in this suffering, tired of the gods beating and fighting me, trying to choke me, trying to pull me, out of this body. They're doing all this thing every day, non-stop. This has been how many years now, non-stop, every single day. Every single day I am fighting. The gods are fighting me. They go in my back this whole week. They running to my back. They. That's why I'm saying every one of us we have a role to play. My role, then no one else could play this role but I, because you have to make up your mind. There was nothing else that was more important to me than to be liberated, than to know truth and to stand up and know what is happening. And I said when I was going through this process, of just now understanding about the gods, what they were doing, I just said, how can this be? You know? And they are going in my mouth, taking over my lips. My tongue is heavy like this. I can barely like move my tongue. Even some videos I speak, my tongue is like like I'm talking. Like, I'm telling you, the stuff that they do.
My back is
So,
hurting.
yes, because they was going through, they was doing that thing to the back this week. The self was aligning us
Oh my
because
gosh,
yeah,
yes.
the I self was aligning all of us this week, and these gods they're running through and doing this craziness to us. Who are
Mhm.
these gods? Who are they? This is the I. This is I. This is the I self in ignorance, sleeping and dreaming, doing this craziness. So why would
Mhm.
I not want to? I have to go through this suffering.
Sorry.
We have to go through this suffering just so that those ignorant self have to be merged back onto us. These are ourselves doing this. They're sleeping, dreaming, and do not know the truth. And the I self have to wake them all up, and they're fighting like crazy. So this is the problem. So you have to stay standing, stay vigilant. It is tough. I will not tell you that this is an easy road. Nope. But you are powerful. I'm telling you that you are powerful. So you just have to do the affirmation. I'm gonna tell you a very short story. I have Remember I told you about my other self, the other aspect of myself that's in a human body. She's a young girl. I also have her masculine self is a young boy, a teenager. So they are teenagers, right? And when I first um, told her to start meditating, I did not know she was my other self until I started telling her to start meditating. She started getting into trouble, and her mom was calling me, telling me, and I said, "You need to start letting her meditate." She started meditating. Now she is so powerful. She didn't have the confidence, and most times she don't talk to me. Because her mind tells her don't talk to Auset. Yeah, and I have been caring for her since she was a baby, and I did not know that she was myself. You know what I'm saying? She
Mhm.
and then she wouldn't talk to me. She refused even when her mom is putting her on the phone because and she would not talk to me because the gods them on her they're beating her up and she don't want to be unpleasant, and she wouldn't talk to me. It was just lately she started talking to me more, even start asking me questions and things. But she listens to the things I say to her. She listens and she follow the instructions. She do the affirmation. Now she's so powerful. She have so many ones like right now coming to her. for her to help them. So I'm saying this to say, if you stick with the affirmation and the vibrations, you will gain your confidence.
Also, that
Yes.
just reminded me. Actually, I want to let Miles talk, but I
I
have
like
like a lot.
listening.
No, no, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, you just said like she had many people going to her. I
Yeah.
felt like this week,
Mhm.
particularly this week, I always have like people just like I notice that people always want to tell me their problems.
Mhm.
They just like they just want to tell me what's going on and their problems, and usually I have space. But this
Mhm.
week I have, like I've been dealing with this
Mhm.
ego,
Yeah.
and I was telling Miles like my coworkers and like just people, just different people just coming up to me and starting to tell me their problems and just starting to like tell me, oh, like wanting me
Mhm.
to put my energy on them, and like that was
Yeah.
another thing that had me. I don't know if it was the ego,
Mhm.
or if it was because I was just like had so much tension, but I wanted to have an open heart, but I
Yeah.
I couldn't. Like I couldn't just listen and and be there.
Mhm.
What do you think about that?
It's just that the ego doesn't want you to step into your power. It know how powerful you are and who you are, because you are powerful beyond any measures. And you have a destiny to fulfill, and it doesn't want you to do that. And I say, step into your power and step in with courage. Don't be afraid. No harm can come to you. You are safe. The eye cell holding you up. You are being held by the eye self. You have a very important mission, like just like I said. We each have our different mission. So you have to step into yours, and don't be afraid. Many ones are going to come to you, so you have to know this and do what you have to do. For all the I and I selves, who are they? Who's coming to you?
I
Exactly.
I
Because you see the path, you know the path, and they're coming to you. So what you gonna do? Not help yourself? Huh? This is what the ego does. You see what I'm saying? So you just stay vigilant, because it's the battle against the I own mind. And this is a device. And remember that it is not you. Say it again. I am not this body. I am not this mind. Say it again.
I am not this
I'm not this
body.
body, I'm
I
not
am
this
not this
mind.
mind.
When
I'm
this
not this
ego is
body, I'm
coming to
not this
you,
mind.
keep saying that. It's a
I am
device
not
you are
this
wearing.
body. I am not this mind.
Yeah. And this device must be pulled off of the eye. All right? So prepare yourself, because all the INIs are going to be coming to find you. And, the I self is yourself is depending on you to do what you can do. Only what you can do, nothing more. Nothing more. And the self is not like the ego is gonna judge you. If you can't do today, you just some days I feel like the self is say go and do this, work with someone. I go in and they have so much stuff going on. I go in and their gods are fighting me. Their energy is draining. But I just pull myself, I go, I take a minute, I center myself, and then I go get my bowls. I think you should get some bowls. I think it will help you too. And I get the bowls and I just start working with them, you know. And
I pulled
then,
them out in the restaurant.
huh?
I want to do that. I want to try that.
Yeah, yeah. And then I just start working with ones, and
You
they're
got
telling
nothing to
me how
lose.
much. Yeah, they're telling me how much, but they have no idea the suffering I am in while I'm doing this for them. And they say, I was feeling so and so, and now I feel so light. Everything has lifted off of me. Where did it lift it and go? Right on me. So can I sit and complain? No, because I know it is my job. It is my role. It's my destiny. It's like you are a mother. It's like I'm gonna give you another story. Like when that witch, the I self that come as the I daughter, when she was little, every time I would go pick her up from school, I would see her playing fine. And as soon as you see me, these tears start coming. I said, "What happened? You was just." I said, "You was just fine a minute ago. I saw you." She didn't want everyone to see her tears. She was hurting all day, whatever upset her. And so she just laid on me. And as a mother, you just have to embrace the tears because she was holding that tears all day, did not want anyone to see it and know that she was hurting, you know, being tough around them. And so even when I would do workshop with the students, even when it wasn't my role in the school to do it, I would do my lunchtime. The students would come and sit with me. They're crying. And I said, why am I always making people cry? Because they felt comfortable to speak to me their problems, and I took their pain away from them. And so this was the reason, because some of the students were being molested, raped by their family members. They didn't feel like they could talk to anyone. And so when I'm using my lunchtime counseling, this was years ago too, so I am saying that as a mother, you take on that role, and so you just have to play your role, and you know that after the I self is going to balance you after you have taken on all the burden from everyone else. Yeah.
I've been denying that role.
Huh?
I've been denying that role.
Yeah. 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 It is tough, but I am confident in you. I'm confident in you. I believe in you. I know you can do this. I know your power. I know your power. I know who you are. Yes. So stand in your power, and this ego will be dissolved. Fear is dissolved,
Fear
right?
is solved.
Yes. Fear has no power over I. So when ones are coming, the ego is gonna tell you, no, 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 you can't deal with them because you have to deal with your own stuff, But they see your light. They see your light. See what I'm saying? They see your light, and they want you to help them. The real self, they see you.
I want
Remember,
to apologize to I.
no, 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 no. Believe me, the I self knows and sees all. Sometimes this is how the ego makes me feel guilty. Like if I have a thought like, oh, I don't want to go today, and then I know that the I self is going to make the way for I, and then I go. Let me tell you, even sometimes I was trying to go into my car to drive, and they take over my foot. I have to pull over on the road. They're taking over the car and shaking the car like this, and then trying to like knock me over. You can't imagine the things I have gone through with these gods. When the self is telling me to do something, I am fighting a battle every single time, non-stop. So I understand. I completely understand how you're feeling. But I say you are powerful beyond any means. Stand in your power. And the way that you gain confidence is through the affirmations. So let's do some more affirmations. Can you go ahead with the affirmations?
I am powerful.
I am powerful.
I am confident.
I am confident.
I am stepping into my role.
I am stepping into my role.
I
I
have no
fulfill. Hold on.
fear.
Well, hold on 1 second. Let me help you with a word.
Okay.
I accept this destiny
I accept this destiny.
I fulfill this destiny,
I fulfill this
and I
destiny.
liberate myself from all destinies.
And I liberate myself from all destinies.
All right, because it's very important. I myself also had to say that because like when you're a mother, you take on the role of a mother, and you do this job of a mother, you know. And so right now, the I self is preparing you for all the ones who are going to come to you, and for you to play that role, you know, as the light to guide and to help one to liberate themselves from this darkness. And so I encourage you, all right, to keep with the affirmation. Sorry, I just wanted to explain that. Go ahead, please.
No worries. I am primal light.
I am primal light.
I am victorious.
I am victorious.
I am victorious.
I am victorious. Victory, victory, victory. Victory,
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 victory, victory.
victory,
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 victory.
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 Victory,
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 victory.
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 Victory,
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 victory.
Victory,
victory.
Mine
Victory,
has no
victory.
victory,
power
victory.
over I.
Mind
Mind
has no
has
power
no power
over
over
I.
I.
I dissolve this fear.
I
I
dissolve this
dissolve this
fear.
fear.
I stand anchored into the I self.
I
I
stand
stand
anchored into
anchored
the
into
I
the I
self.
self.
I am victorious.
I am
I am
victorious.
victorious.
I am triumphant.
I am
I am
triumphant.
triumphant.
Victory, victory, victory.
Victory,
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 victory.
victory.
Continue, please.
I am that I am.
I am that I am.
I accept my role.
I accept my role.
I dissolve this fear.
I dissolve this fear.
I am primal light.
I am primal light.
I have a question.
Sure, go ahead.
Is it, I feel like it's, I want to say, I am love.
You can say that.
Okay. I am love.
I am love.
I love I and I.
Love I and I.
I forgive I and I.
I forgive I and I.
I am confident.
I am confident. Say that a couple more times.
I am confident.
I am confident.
I am confident.
I am confident.
I am confident and powerful.
I am confident and powerful.
I can do this.
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 I can do this. I can dissolve this ego. I dissolve this ego.
I can dissolve this ego. I dissolve this ego.
As I have commanded,
As I have commanded,
so let it
so,
be.
so let it be.
So it is.
So it is.
Victory, victory.
Victory, victory.
You can keep going, flow how you want to flow. It's your time now.
I am victorious.
I am victorious.
I am powerful.
I am powerful.
I step into my power
I step into my power.
and I accept my role.
I accept my role.
I accept everything that comes with it.
I accept everything that comes with it. I see things as they are. Oh, say that one.
I see things as they are.
Say it again.
I see things as they are
And not from this false perception of the ego.
and not from this false perception of the ego.
Can you say it a couple more times?
I already forgot.
I see things as they are
I see things as they are
and
and
not
not from this perception of the ego.
ego. Yeah.
I see things as they are and not from the perception of the ego. I am victorious.
I am victorious.
I am primal light.
I am primal light.
I am love.
I am love. I'm going to play some vibrations.
I will continue this journey powerful, confident, and strong. I am victorious.
I am victorious.
I am confident.
I am confident.
I am primal light.
I am primal light.
I have everything I need
I have everything I need.
Everything I need is inside me,
Everything I need is within the I.
within I. I am I and I.
I am I and I. All is I.
All is I. I and I will love I and I.
I and I will love I and I.
I accept my role.
I accept my role.
victorious.
I am victorious.
I am primal light.
I am primal light.
I dissolve this ego.
I dissolve this ego.
Victory, victory.
Victory, 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 victory. Victory, victory, victory. Much honor, much honor. How do you feel?
I feel light.
Light. Great. Yay! Victory, victory.
Victory, victory.
Alright, alright, alright. So, just remember that on this journey, the battle will not end until this has been dissolved. So it's a daily process, and you have to get up, you have to do the vibration, do the affirmations all throughout the day. You're doing it. Stop doing it throughout the day, in the evening before you go to bed. It's a process. Once you get to this stage, it's like the ego, like you become a big target of the ego, and any of the dualities, they're gonna come on you because they see your light. But know that, stay confident, and know that the I self, one true self, will not let you stay in a suffering for long. It's going to come and get them from you in no time. All right, and if you're having a big, big struggle, please just even text me so that I know, because then I can send assistance to you right away.
I
But
will. Even if the ego is telling me, don't tell us that, I
yes,
will take that as a sign to tell us that.
exactly, because it means that one of them is on you, and Shiva Shambho will come and just take it off of you. You know. So this is what they do. Yes, victory, victory, victory,
Victory.
victory, victory. Yeah, this struggle is real. I tell you, this struggle. Today, I did not go to the school today. I tell you, Monday, Tuesday, they was tough days for me. Wednesday, it wasn't so bad because I used Wednesday to arrange the classroom and to write out the songs for the students, because they were having something with all the students, and so I didn't have to work with the students on. So when I go into a school, I'm taking on the energy of all the school, all the teachers, all the students.
Wow.
And imagine that plus the gods them fighting and beating on you. Yeah. So always notice that once you start feeling a change with your mind, it's probably one of them on you. Just always keep that in mind so that you can start doing the work and text me. Even if you like, okay, I'm not gonna call I said, but text me so I can know. You know?
I
Yes.
will.
Yes. So stay,
Do
huh?
I have a question?
Sure.
Do the dreams, I've been having like a lot of dreams that I've recently been writing down. Do the dream like I didn't even I wanted to talk about it, but then after doing all of that, I was like, you know what? They're just dreams. Like, but should I pay attention to what they're saying? In a way, like, should I pay attention to the message that, or should I just their dreams and they're just the gods trying
Yeah,
to.
yeah, they do that, but the I self, like I say, when the I self is communicating, it's very subtle because the self is fighting to communicate with us. This is a battle for the I self to communicate because the ego is in the way, and all the gods them that come on us, they're in the way of us getting the information. So that's why um, I some you have to differentiate between the dreams and the visions. Like sometimes yourself is showing you something that is to come or to prepare you. You can you yes you can pay attention, but sometimes those dreams is just the battle of the gods, and so
Is there a way that you can tell the difference? Like in your experience? Like is
yeah,
there certain
all my dreams is with the gods battling me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's,
Is it a
yeah,
physical battle?
so it's they're battling me. Sometimes they're trying to rape me. So you have no idea the stuff I have to deal with, because for the past couple of weeks, these little devils, they was I'm sorry, but I am going to say this out. They was up
No
into my
worries.
butt. This is what the gods do. That's why they turn everybody into homosexuals. They come, they go crazy. They go into my stomach. They go into mostly into my head. They're in my head. Want to take over the mind because the mind and I is separated. So this is the battle I've been having all week. And then they were running up and down my back and beating up on me in my foot, going to the bottom of my foot. All of these crazy things I have to deal with always with these with the dualities. So they'll come in your dreams. You'll have sexual experiences,
I had
or
uncomfortable. It was like uncomfortable. Like I felt alone, but then I felt not alone.
mhm,
Like there was I would like I'm listening to what you're saying and I think that the gods were trying to battle what I've already decided to be
mhm,
truth.
yes,
Like they were trying, like for example, Miles and I had a similar dream
mm,
about hot dogs, and we're not eat like I'm not eating meat,
mhm,
and I had eaten meat before, but
mhm,
recently I have not been eating meat, and
mhm,
that's something that I'm standing on.
mhm,
And I had a dream that I was like in this Brazilian hot dog stand, which I used to love.
mhm.
But I
Just
was
bring
with
it
my
back up
parents.
memory.
Yes, I was with my parents and they made
Mhm,
me like they were making me eat this hot dog. Like they were like eat it. And
mhm,
as I was going to take a bite, I woke up.
mhm. Yeah, that's what they do. They try to feed you. Yeah, refuse everything.
I
Have you ever watched that movie, the real movie of the story of Buddha? When he was sitting, when he finally came to self truth and dissolved the ego, and he had all of the gods them come around him, and they were offering him things. They do this. They come into your dream or in your meditation. They offer you to join them. They offer you stuff in the world. I'll give you this. I'll give you that. If you do
Miles,
this, that's what they do.
I was saying
What?
I was just telling him that like there was in the dream that I felt
Mm-hmm.
alone, there was
Mhm.
this guy that showed up and I
Mhm.
could vividly remember how he looked like, but I've never seen this man in my life.
Mhm.
And he was like trying to talk to me and comfort me because I felt alone.
Mhm.
And he kept on saying, I'll give you this, I'll give you the organic food, I'll give you the money, I'll give you the house, I'll give you this. And I just kept asking, do you know Miles? Where is Miles? Where is Miles? Like I just kept on asking him, where is Miles?
Mhm.
And then I went to sleep and he went to cuddle me and I woke up.
Yep. One of them was on you. So they're trying to entice you. So this is what they do. I've gone through the same process. You see, like you see the story of the story that they say of Jesus when the temptation and all this. Remember, this was
Mm-hmm.
Shiva. This was Shiva. This he went through the same thing. So the story of Heru Horus is true, but someone stole his identity, right? Calling this fake Jesus stole his identity. So this also happened to Heru Horus, right? Who's known as Shiva also, right? This happened to I Auset. So the gods they came, they said the same thing. They said, "Come and join me. I'll give you this. I'll give you that." I say, "I want nothing of this duality world. I want to be liberated." So what I'm saying is that you have to say this over and over and tell them, "I want nothing." To that, even I wasn't even eating. If you seen some, how skinny I was because this was the mindset that I was in. So these testings are going to come. These are the testing of the gods. They come to test you for you to join them.
I will not.
Yes, they'll say, "I will not join you." They come and
I
they
will
do
not
this.
join you.
Yeah. So like I say, it takes a lot of courage and to stand your ground against all of the gods, against this ego that the mind you are wearing, and against all your other selves who are sleeping and coming to have you stay further in the dream because they don't want to wake up and they see that you're waking up and they don't want you to completely dissolve this ego and they want to pull you back in. Don't let them pull you back in. Stand your ground against these dualities. You are victorious. I am victorious.
I am
I am
victorious.
victorious. I am
Yes,
victorious.
I am
exactly.
victorious.
All the Ionites, they went through this process. The ones who came to the real self. There's another um, Ionite that came. Is called um, what's his name again? Ramanar Maharshi. Have you ever heard? You have you ever heard that name?
Mm.
Yeah, he was another great self, the I and I, that came and dissolved the ego and returned to truth. You know, um, but he could not speak against the gods the way that I am speaking against them because it wasn't his destiny. He had a different destiny, you know.
What's
But
his name?
Ramana Maharshi. You might see pictures of him or videos of him
Mm.
just like in a nappy or something. Yes, hardly wearing any clothes. Yes, he was real.
Wow.
Most of the other ones that you see, they're fake. They're not real. They
Send
but
me a
he
mirror.
but he passed on. I don't know how long ago, but he was real, and he if you listen to the words and the things that he says too. Yeah, the same thing like what I am saying. The only difference is that he couldn't. It wasn't his destiny to do the job that I am doing now of dissolving the ego, and speaking. All the gods them and speaking against them. So, but he was helping ones, and many ones was going to him to seek truth. So if you ever wanted to read on
For
some of the
sure.
things that he says, huh?
For sure. I've never heard of him.
Yeah, well,
Um,
when I came at the self, I saw him in my vision, And when I went into the YouTube, I his picture just showed up. Yeah, and I clicked on him because the self brought him to me because
Effortlessly.
yeah, that when I was struggling with the words to say and stuff like that, and I didn't have anyone to talk to, and when I was coming one time, I went to see if I was coming back into the body. That's the face I saw looking at me. Yeah,
Madgura,
yeah, I
what do you
saw.
mean?
Madgura is talking.
Oh, okay, hold on. What you guys can respond to him.
He's been saying things. I just
Oh, I have not. Oh, I have not been looking at. Oh, okay. Welcome, welcome. Thanks.
welcome.
Yeah.
So you're saying what I'm saying or what I'm feeling? What I'm saying on the inside, is it heavy what I'm saying in the inside?
Cause I maybe because you haven't been speaking. What are you saying on the inside? Is it heavy?
I mean, I'm just, I'm really just trying to like just listen to you guys and just like, I mean,
You,
I have a lot of questions and I'm putting things together. I mean, I was thinking, yeah,
Why it is
honestly,
said like battle of good and evil. I know for me, I say dance. Sometimes my partner takes lead in a way that I can call bad
I
or
was
good,
thinking,
but I don't some
I was
don't.
thinking about the fasting. Like I did a 7 day fast, and there was like a little like voice in my head that told me
Mhm.
to like keep going, and it was right. Like, and when that voice like said it to me, it was
Mhm.
like a day. It was the day after. Like I was having this talk with my uncle, and he was talking about like like how Jesus fasted for 40 days, and a part of me like felt like I had the energy to go the full. A, a part of me like had the energy to like go like the full 40 days, but I didn't know if
Mhm.
that was like I really like I know I can do it, but
Mhm.
like I don't know like if that's like the ego talking to me in that moment, or if it's like that's like the next thing I really just I gotta do to like dissolve.
No, the dissolving the ego. Dissolving the ego really takes the vigilancy, the affirmation, and you telling this ego that you want to dissolve it. It will get you distracted with a whole lot of things. So
Like the fasting.
well, the fasting is good for the body when you are like going to the process of stillness, when you want to still the mind. It is good for the body, but it's not for starvation of yourself, of the body, because the body need the nutrients. So it's about the balance.
but what is my guru trying to say?
His mind is very busy. I can say that, and you have to get to simplicity, because the mind will tie you up in words. I mean, I most times I don't even understand sometimes what someone's are saying, because
Me too. Me
the
too.
the mind will just tie you up in words, and I try not to get with the mind like this, because that's why my words are very simple, so there's no confusion. um so it's hard sometimes to deal with this mind, because this is what it does to one. You have to see things as they are, because you're only seeing through the false perception of the ego. And if you don't dissolve the ego false self, then it's hard to see things through the eyes of the I self.
And you think fasting can do that? Like fasting can help with that process?
Yeah, it can help, but it's not the way. The
Mm.
way is to still the mind and self inquire and the affirmations and vibrations.
But would you say the food? I agree with you. But do you think that there's a connection with the? He says, but the truth is too simple. Do you think that I was gonna say? Do you think there's a connection with the food we eat? Like I know, do you think there's a connection with the food we eat and how much our mind wanders?
Um, it can affect the brain, but not so much the mind. It affects the physical body. The mind itself is sick, and when one wants to dissolve it, to pull it off of the self, it acts up. So this mind has
No
been
matter
sick.
what you eat, no matter what you
Yeah, no,
do, you
exactly,
okay.
precisely, precisely. But when you are going through the process, fasting and eating light helps the body. I do not recommend for anyone to starve their body, because that's not what needs to be done. It's to
That's what I was
starve
about
this
to do,
mind.
and
Starve the mind. How do you
Mm,
starve the mind? By saying the affirmation, the vibration, so it's not getting you looped in the cycles of the mind and all of its imagination, and you're following it, going here on this story and then go here on that story.
mm,
You stop it in the
yeah.
track.
Keeping it simple.
Yeah. And then you can also find to be busy, to busy the mind. Like what I make the jewelry. Like for me to stay up in the night and not sleep, I make the jewelry. I write the songs. I make the do poems. You find something that can keep your hand busy, so that I'm writing the affirmations, or I'm recording in the studio my songs, or I'm preparing lessons for the student, I'm writing the music for their songs. So you just find something that can help you, that a healthy expression.
Mm.
Yeah,
I like sleeping though. Like Maria was saying, like
you
some.
like sleeping?
I mean,
Let
some like I don't
someone.
have a problem like staying up late at all, but
Mm-hmm.
like sometimes like I just get the feeling like I just get so sleepy.
The body needs rest. Like I said,
Yeah.
the body needs rest. So you
Yeah.
rest the body when it needs rest. I am just
But
talking
yeah.
about myself, because we're all playing different roles. So there's no comparison. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Yes,
yeah.
We
okay.
have different roles. Your role is different from mine. So is Maria's
But
role.
your role is helping me understand my role
Yes.
because I forgot about that. Like Miles said, I love sleeping, but
Yeah.
sometimes I get those dreams and I'm like,
You shouldn't be sleeping.
I don't want to sleep, but like my body needs to sleep, so I end up falling asleep and then waking up and falling asleep and waking up and falling asleep.
I think it can also change like from day to day. Like last week,
Yeah.
I did not need as much sleep as I did this week. Because this week
Yes.
I was working on the
Oh,
farm.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
the
I'm working on
body
the
is
farm.
exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm so tired. I've been up since 7 in the morning working all day long.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's true. I've been working, yeah. But this week I've just been like I've been needing to take naps and
Mm,
I haven't been doing like I don't usually need that
yeah.
yo, I just want to thank Mad Guru so much for,
joining us, yeah.
yeah, writing us
Yeah.
and, keeping it interesting,
Yeah.
and
Taking that
really,
step.
yeah, seriously, because,
All right. You
yeah,
can. Let me see what he's saying, because I'm.
I would love Mad Guru to join us sometime. He asked,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
asked him if he wants to join next week.
He said I would love to have a conversation with you guys. I said last time I would not talk a lot, but you guys are lovely. Do you ever host open online Zoom meetings or something?
Oh, he says that?
Yeah, he
mm-hmm,
said that.
Yes, yes.
I would love that. I would really love that.
Tell him to my email address is there, to email me, and I'll send the link to his email.
You hear that, my guru? Go do that ASAP.
Oh, put your channel.
It is Mad Guru. Mad Gura.
Oh, is that on YouTube?
Yeah. I actually did click
Oh
on it.
yeah, because this is a YouTube chat.
Yeah.
I love that.
Hmm.
Well,
Well,
okay.
tell him to send us it to send me his email. Well, I am talking, so I guess he can hear me.
Auset,
Yes.
how do you keep your back from hurting?
Mm,
Oh, the vibrations help a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Okay, I'm about to write that down.
sitting with your back upright, and because the eye self eventually works to balance the back for me. All right, excuse me one second. Keep the conversation going. I'll be right back.
okay.
Back hurts. I'm writing right now.
Vibrations
Vibrations.
while sitting with your back upright. You know what? I figured that helps me, Miles. Putting
What?
a pillow like right under my butt a little bit so that my butt is a little bit inclined. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like it's on a higher level.
Yeah, a little bit, but just my butt. So
I know
then,
what you're saying.
yeah, that helps sometimes.
And
I'll
if
let
the ego,
I'll ask
if the,
us that.
if the ego slash the mind is wondering, you know, you already know what I'm gonna write next to that, don't you?
Hmm.
Affirmations.
Mm-hmm.
This is just
Affirmation.
like my little recipe book. You know what I'm saying? Like once I got the ingredients of back pain, I'm gonna cook it in the vibrations. Uh, I think
uh,
Magura, if you want, you could probably put your email in the chat, but
no,
I mean,
cause actually,
I mean, I
hold
mean,
on,
unless you don't want to, but
hold on. Let me
Maria, I
look it
think
up.
Maria is gonna put it in the chat. I said so that could be a little bit easier for you.
I think Auset meant on her like channel. She might have her email on her channel.
Oh yeah, there are definitely probably ways to reach her. I think there's like a link tree. You just go from the link tree and you just maybe do Instagram or, but
Uh,
I mean, I don't know. I can't see from here how many viewers there are.
oh yeah, Linktree.
Yeah, you go to the link tree and the email.
And
Check her channel. Does it say how many viewers there are?
uh,
It doesn't matter,
it
but
don't matter.
it really don't.
Hey guys, I am back.
Hola.
Hey,
You know what? I forgot something I had on the stove.
Oh no! It's been an hour and a
she
half.
said, speaking about food and fasting.
Is it food? Was that food?
No, I was making some tea.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Did the pot
oh,
burn?
I have
No, no, no,
pictures.
because I turned it down really low because I am
Oh,
very forgetful. I always try to turn the stove down very low
Mm-hmm.
if I walk away from it because
That's a good
I will
idea.
forget.
Be
Eh,
careful.
I know.
uh, Auset, where is your email?
I think it's like if you click that thing that says more link or something, the email is there. But I can tell it. It's stillness number two self inquiry at Gmail.
.com.
Yes, at gmail.com.
Okay.
But yeah, I think just back to Matt Guru's question, what was I thinking? Why was I thinking? I just, trying to find the best way to lead possible. Because I think there's so many approaches, like I said, there's so many roles that you kind of have to find out what works for you. And I mean, for me, it's changed like throughout time. So like sometimes I wonder if it's more just leading by example, like this is just what I do, and like holding space for others to join me. Or sometimes I wonder if it's more like public speaking, or if I wonder more if it's
So
like,
why can't we see your face, Miles?
oh, you can't see my, is it just dark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just exhausted. I don't want no lights on, but
Oh,
I'll
oh,
put some
okay.
lights on. Uh,
Yeah, because
I
you're
might.
talking and we're just like
Look,
wondering.
sorry,
looking at the shadow.
sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. While you're talking, you can do that, and then
Oh,
you take it off of you when you're not talking.
yeah. I mean, I think just really trying to think about like the best way I can lead possible,
Mm,
and trying to figure out what that is for me. Um, and I don't know if it's that like black and white, like this is the way that I'm gonna lead. There's like no other way. I think it's like I don't know if it's gonna be a mix of things. Like I'm thinking about really liking the club idea. I
mm,
feel really good about that. I feel like there's a lot of hope for that. But, you know, at the same time that kind of feels like very different from like being out in the field and like planting and doing farming. But at
mm,
the same time, I feel like there's also like a big like interconnectedness between it all. That's like all like somehow related. Like, once you start doing the stillness and once you start doing the self-inquiry, I think it
mm-hmm,
really does lead you to you start looking more about what we're putting into our body,
mm-hmm,
and that kind of puts an emphasis on the farming
mm-hmm.
and
And farming
yeah,
is
so for
very important.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
been so important for
very
me.
essential. Can't be
Yeah.
eating plastic for food.
No,
They want to
no.
serve us plastic for food. So
Mm-hmm.
if you're not planting your own food, who's feeding you?
Your role is important, Miles.
Yeah, so your role is very important. So,
So like, what do you think my
be
role is?
confident.
Just
Huh?
What
What
so
you're
like, what do
doing
you
right now, what you're doing right now, and you're
what
enjoying
I'm
that, right? Yeah, what?
just
So,
so just but like it's more. You would say it's more the farming and just like kind of controlling what I can control in that sense more than the speaking, right?
no,
do
the
both.
main,
Do whatever.
so, Miles, the way I look at life is, okay, there is the aspect of the I self that is playing this character, that has a role to play as this character. The I self, the I real self that's animating the body, have a role, a destiny to be liberated from this ego, right? Number one. So now what the I does to be in this life is helping the I self, like you need food to eat, so you're taking that path already. So don't second guess yourself because the mind is doing that. So be confident in yourself and know that, take it by process. You're in this moment, you be in the moment. The mind will be in imagination or it's in a memory. You gotta, you know this is the problem. Stay in the present in what you're doing. Everything is going to flow, and the I self is going to make the path clear effortlessly for the I. So, if you dwell into the mind and all these thoughts and stuff, it's just going to bring anxieties and, more thoughts and, yeah. So this is how I live. I am in the moment with you guys right now. I'm not thinking of, even when the dualities are jumping on this head and beating me up, I am focused on you guys. You see what I'm saying?
Somebody
So,
said somebody said be where your feet are, and that has been sticking. That stuck to my head. Be with your feet where
be
your
where
feet are.
your feet are. Yeah. So to be present, and when the mind is coming at you with these things, you just say, put it again in its place. Mind, be still. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna take you. There's only two places the mind is gonna go, back into a memory or
Or the
in
future.
imagination. It never wants to stay present because it's sleeping and dreaming. So you have to remember that who is in command.
I am in command. I'm the
Exactly.
commander.
So you stop it when it's coming and trying to loop you and trying to get you to go into the past or trying to wonder about the future. You're on a different path now. You're trusting yourself is making the path clear for you effortlessly, aligning you with your purpose. You know?
Yes, I.
Yes,
Yes,
I. So stay confident. When you get up in the morning, you say the affirmations. You know, I am confident in myself. I believe in myself. I know who I am. I stand in my self power. I am anchored into the I self. I want you self. You know, and stay anchored so you cannot be uprooted.
I have a question.
Sure.
Um, so this has something to do with like what this avatar is dealing with physically.
Hmm.
What do you think about wisdom teeth being pulled?
Being pulled.
Yeah, like you know how they say, oh, like you need to take your wisdom teeth out.
Uh, I I I have that's a question that I have never thought about. Um,
Have you ever gotten your wisdom teeth out?
I don't remember. I don't remember. You mean like physically going somewhere where they take it out?
Yeah,
No,
like
I
the
not.
back. Okay.
No, I have never had that done. When I first came here to the United States, when I did not know the culture and know what they were doing, I went to a dentist. I had very good teeth, nice teeth. You know, everyone used to always tell me I have nice teeth. And when I went, I had like they said that
Cavity?
I have a cavity, and what they did, they dig into my teeth and made holes in there so that they could get money. I did not know these things that they do. So, and I was very young. I think I was 22 or like 21, like that. And not being aware, like the culture here. So I don't really know much, but about teeth and
Okay.
those things. Yeah. So I can't really comment on it, but I say, just, if something is not bothering you,
It is. And it's not the I don't know. It's like it's literally my fat cheek. Like every time I eat, I literally bite on the inside of my cheek.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay, I see.
Because it's so chubby. And like also like the muscle here has gotten
Hmm.
strong from me biting down while I'm sleeping. You know that?
Hmm.
Like going like this.
Oh,
Yeah. So
you're
this muscle,
clenching your mouth when you're sleeping.
yes.
Oh, so because I
Yeah.
think so the dentist they have something that you can put in your mouth. So
The
when you
mouth
sleep,
guard.
the
Yeah.
mouth guard. Oh, okay. So have you
Yeah.
gone to a dentist?
I did, and I'm supposed to have an appointment for them to like give me the night guard,
Mm.
but they keep asking me and telling me, "Oh, like your wisdom teeth are growing in, and like we need to pull them out." And I'm like, "No, like I don't want them out
Why
because
do they do that? Because I don't know if people just go, maybe just a United States thing,
yeah, they
because
said
in the island, I don't know if
really
anybody does that. Do they do that? Do you know if anybody that get that done in the island in your where you're from?
me in Colombia
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, but not
Yeah,
everybody.
just if they're having a problem with it.
Yes, and I I had braces because they said that my jaw was growing faster than the rest of my body, like the rest of my
Uh,
face.
mm,
I have an idea now. It was growing faster to make room for my wisdom teeth. And because I got braces, it
mm-hmm.
like stopped it from growing. And now they said that my wisdom teeth are growing in like this
Oh,
towards
so,
my
so
teeth.
it's so it's not going in the right position where it's
It's
supposed
not
to.
going like that. Yeah, it's going like this,
Uh,
and all four of them are like that.
oh wow.
But my wisdom teeth isn't what's bothering me. It's just the cheek. So I just wanted to know, like, if you knew anything about
Oh
like wisdom
no,
teeth or what you know.
no. My thing was all obsession about being liberated from this world.
Okay, no, no worries.
The
I
solution
think
of
I'm.
the ego.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna use the night guard and see if that
Yeah.
helps.
Yes, yes.
and
So
try to put up the wisdom teeth being pulled out as much as I can.
yeah. Well, do very good research because I don't really have knowledge on it, but meditate on it. I can meditate with you on it myself, and But just always before you make a decision, you just you know connect with yourself to see what's the best decision for you.
I have a question about that Auset.
Yes.
Like, how do you know, like, you know what I'm saying, when it's really you, like, talking? Like, how do you know that it's actually, like, your parent self, as you would say?
That's what you do when you have to spend time with yourself so you can differentiate between the ego and yourself. It just takes practice. You have to do it every day you get up. You ask a question of yourself nonstop every day until you can differentiate when yourself is answering you. Because my experience is so different, ones might not have the same experience. So, like I said, the self is here with me, it spins around. So I know that when before the self was here in the body, staying with me, that when I was being the spirit and the soul self, the soul would move like this. Like if I am about to do something, it you know, it would make this movements. So this was how, and when the teacher self rises in the body, it's there and it will answer you by movement also. So you just if you are loosening up yourself right now with the ego, yourself from the ego, that means the teacher has risen up inside of you. So you can ask, is my the I teacher self here? And it usually moves. Usually do either spin around, do this from side to side, or this or spin around you. Have you had any of those experiences?
Yeah, but
What?
I feel like it can be deceiving because it's not always that clear. But one that always stands out to me
Mhm.
is like when I'm about to say something mean
Mhm.
or something I know I shouldn't say.
Mhm.
I get like this head rush,
Oh, okay.
like a right either like right
Mhm.
before or like as I'm saying it.
Mhm.
Like I'll just like
Mm.
So you just have to spend more time in stillness so you can differentiate, because you are correct. It can be deceiving with the ego because it's always trying to answer first, and this is
Mhm.
why I stay still a lot, and then sometimes the self is subtle. So if I am doing something else, like I'm busy with the gardening, then the answer comes to me, and I know clearly that it is the I self. You see what I'm
mm,
saying? Yeah. So sometimes the answer doesn't come when you say it because the ego is trying to answer you and to deceive you. So just keep the question going, the same question going, until you are certain that it is the I self, because the I self is gonna give you the right answer at a time when you are not asking it, when you are like maybe
Mhm.
cooking, when you are just maybe eating, or your mind is then it's just gonna come clear.
what
That has
question?
been my experience. Hmm.
What question? Like the question just like who is responding, the ego or myself?
Yeah, who am I? Like, what you said, how are you gonna know? Whatever question that you ask. Okay, say you're feeling like a fear of going outside or something, and you feel like something, and you say, okay, hmm, should I go outside today? I'm just feeling like there's something's gonna happen, because I get those feelings. You don't know, and you want to be sure. Should you go out or should you not go out? Then you can ask yourself, and then you wait to see, is it clear for me to go outside? You know what I'm saying, like that. Or say you're asking, is the I self, the I teacher self, guru self here speaking to I? You ask that question, and then you can see if the self answers you. The mind will try to trick you, but you just keep being patient and being still, and the self, if the self has risen up, it will speak to you because the self is in stillness until you call, it answers. So you are
Myself.
everyone.
I think Mad Guru just called me out.
What did
Yeah,
he say?
I'm myself told me to go because I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be back, guys.
All right.
Mad Guru said, if you had a smudge on your glasses, you would see that first instead of what you're looking at. Ego like the glasses. I wear these glasses because I don't want to get blue light before I go to bed.
Oh, okay.
But I don't. I don't. I'm confused on what he's saying. If you could help me out, Auset.
Yeah, I myself does not understand. So, like I said, let me see what he's saying. But if you had a smudge on your glasses, you would see that first instead of what you looking at.
My glasses are dirty, right?
So next
Right.
week, when he comes online with us, then we can better be able to have him. Because sometimes typing something takes a whole lot of energy to type. So then he can
I feel like I
explain
just
what
got
he's
like that.
saying.
I feel like I
Huh?
just got that. I feel like I just got that head rush when you said that.
Hmm.
I don't know if that was like.
He,
I
oh,
don't
he,
know if that.
oh, he says the ego answers first. Yes, it always wants to answer first. So you have to just keep stillness and wait to get the the I self, the teacher guru self to answer. Because I think the self is is awake within you. Well, the self, yourself is awakened. That baby self that you are, and so the teacher self should be with you.
It's basically like you just have to be patient,
Yes. Oh,
and I
just
feel
like
like that's
that.
my struggle
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah. It takes patience and know that the ego always wants the answer first. So you
Hmm.
just just keep asking until you are certain. This is the greatest deception, our mind deceiving us all the time.
24/7.
Huh?
24/7.
Yes.
It feels like it. If my mind is always deceiving me,
Yes,
then
always.
how am I supposed to know my true self?
Mm.
Once you get it pulled off of you, then it becomes easier. That
Yes, and I noticed that once I start once I spiral into that ego, it's
mhm.
harder for me to remember
Yes.
the difference. Like right now, I'm a little confused on asking myself, like, I just asked myself a question and like my lip just quivered and I was like, self, ego, and
Yeah,
Yeah, well
like sometimes.
that's the ego.
yeah. Oh,
The
and you
self is
said,
subtle.
yeah, you said like the first reaction is the ego, and that, so then I was like, okay.
Like sometimes I just like my ego. I don't know if it's my ego or myself, but it's like I just get this like voice that I shouldn't eat, But like that's kind of
That's the ego.
the ego.
Yeah, because the self, the ego is concerned about everything that we are doing. All the I self is not judging us. The I self is not whether we eat or not eat. You know what I'm saying? The I self is not judging us on any of those things. It's only the ego is doing that. Because when I first used to think that also, you know. So it's
Mm.
yeah, it's
The I
just the
self is
ego.
love.
Yeah, the I self. It's all about caring for the I self, devotion to the I self. Never judging. No judgment that I self on have on us. Only the ego is doing that, judging us all the time. So just remember that.
I I'm gonna make myself a little project tomorrow because I don't have any work or I don't have to do anything. And everything that you we've said, I'm gonna make myself a little fun project of getting a big piece of paper and writing it down and coloring it and making it all nice.
Exactly. I do that all the time myself. Yes, I do. You know?
That sounds awesome.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm excited.
That's inspiring for me to do the same.
Yes, it really is.
We should set up a little date, man.
Uh,
Coloring date.
all right, I. So, how are we gonna move now with the guys ready to close out, or guys want?
Let's see if I have any. Oh, I have a question like that.
Okay, go ahead.
So, um, it was about the ankh.
Okay.
You
What?
know, like the
What?
ankh,
The
the
Oh,
you, the symbol, like the Egyptian ankh. You know, like the womb. Have you seen it?
Who,
These
me? If I've
props.
seen it?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Remember,
I like.
in my past life, I'm always holding it in my hand.
Yeah, I I've like I've seen so many people with the jewelry and like. Do you think there's a lot of value into looking into a deeper meaning of it?
No, the ego
No.
wants to get you distracted. None of those. You have been there and done that in this past life already. You're in this body right now to dissolve this ego. This is the mission. Stay, stay focused on that. Anything else you want to do, you're free to do it, but it um, does not add to the work you have to do to dissolve the ego or take away. See what I'm saying? So the
hmm.
mission is to dissolve the ego, but anything that you like to do as the self exploring, you can do those things, you know, but you make the priority to dissolve the ego, false self.
Nice. I do the same thing.
Okay, well, I'm glad you guys are reading the thing. Even sometimes I tell you, you know what these dualities, the I and I ego self do? They come and they obscure my eye. I can't see nothing. Like sometimes I'm looking out these eyes and everything is blurry. I can't see nothing. Yes,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
and sometimes it takes a while to clear, like it to clear up. Sometimes the battle is on. You know. So
I feel like that's been me for a little bit now.
Oh, look at Rocky.
the ego is like the eye that can think about what it sees, but also can only see what it's seeing. Yep.
Wow, that's insane. Yo, my body's saying I need some rest.
All right, no worries.
I
We can,
know.
yep, because you was out there farming today. Great job.
Victory, victory
Victory, victory on the mission.
on that mission.
Food
On
self,
that.
food self-sufficiency.
Miles is ready for bed.
All right, well, much honor. We can close out. Miles, you want to close out with a vibration, or Maria, you want to?
I like to do it.
You like to do it? All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You guys can hear me good?
Yes.
Madkura, join us.
Not good. I want to learn. Okay. I self-supreme primal light. I am victorious. I am triumphant. I am I and I. All is I self. I am peaceful. That's all I got in me.
All right. You did a great job, Miles. Much honor. Thank you.
Thanks.
Honor, much
Yes,
love.
Much honor.
much honor. So I'll play your thing to close out.
Primal light. Primal light. I self supreme. I am that I am. I self supreme.
All is one. I am one with all. I'm awake from this dream. I dissolve this dream. I dissolve this duality. I am protected and nothing can harm me. I dissolve all fears. I am primal light. I am the true light. I bow to the great supreme wisdom within. I bow to the eternal truth. I bow to the eternal self. All is I self. I alone exist. All of myself must return to I and I. I am oneness. I am peace. I am balanced. I am primal light.
I am that I am. myself. I am one with all.
All is I self, I alone exist. I am not this mind or this body. Mind is just mind, thoughts, and imagination. Fear stems from ignorance and illusion.
I am not this body. I am not this mind. I was never created. I was never born. So I can never die. I am that I am. I self supreme.
I am abundant. All is I self. I am grounded in truth. I'm grateful for the present moment. I stay consistent. I stay in knowledge. I return to the true state. All is I and I. All is primal light. Primal light is infinite. I is boundless. I am rooted in my true self. I am grateful to be alive. I am grateful for the present moment. I am grounded in the eternal light. I am victorious over the ego. The ego doesn't stand a chance against I. I am destined to dissolve this ego. I is victorious. I is all. I is the eternal truth. Mind, be still and know that I am in command. I am anchored in myself unmanifest. I am stabilized in myself unmanifested. As I command, so shall it be effortlessly. I command my destiny.
I am that I am. I self supreme.
Yes, yes, I thank you. Thank you. Much honor, much honor. Victory, 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 victory.
Victory, victory, victory.
Now the I and I be victorious. This the solution of this ego, and in all your endeavor from now and henceforth. until the dissolution of this dream. Victory, victory, victory. Thank you guys for joining. I thank you for liveling up my channel. Thanks for all the INIs. Thank you, Madgura. Madgura? Am
Mm-hmm.
I saying that correctly?
I think so.
I hope you will join us for next Friday. We'll hope to hear from you. Thank you again so much. I bow to I in self, in light, and in truth.
I and I
Much
is
honor.
victorious.
If you want to give any words of encouragement to anyone on the path who might be struggling too.
Fear is a sign to keep going.
Yes. I like that. Miles, do you have do you have something you would like to say for all the INIs who are also going through this process? Having fear, don't want to step forward.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, now we can, yes.
We love you too, Madgura.
Much love, much honor. Keep
Most love it.
going.
I, yes,
Just
exactly.
keep
Keep on the
keep
path.
on going.
All right. Oh, that's what you're saying? That's what you're saying?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I thought you was.
just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, all right, all right.
Through the
Keep
trials and
showing up.
tribulations.
Keep showing up for yourself and for
Yes,
all.
yes. All the
But
ionized in the ego state.
yeah.
Ionized. Victory, victory, victory. The
Victory,
battle is
victory,
on,
victory.
but I am victorious and I triumph
Victory.
over this ego. I'm standing up against this ego. I will not be defeated. I am victorious. I know this battle is on, but I am here to dissolve you.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I will not give up. No matter what you do, go and all these my ego false selves who are throwing attacks. Nope. Standing against this ego. It must be dissolved. We have been in prison for too long. For too
Way too
long
long.
we have been in prison and I am ready to be liberated from this dream existence. Yes. So we want peace, we want harmony, we want balance. Ego, all you bring is hatred. You bring war, you bring strife. We want peace, we want harmony, and we want balance. Yes, so you must be dissolved.
You must be dissolved back into
Must,
love.
yes, exactly. Because the
Because
ego
that's
has,
what you are.
exactly, light. It's light. What's wrong with the ego? It has no light, and light must be restored. So light is where we must return.
Lights burning
Light.
everything.
Yes, light. All right. All right. Thank you so much again. So we will be closing out and we will be joined again for next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
I have
Mm-hmm.
it on my calendar.
All right,
I
all
will.
right. Okay, no worries, no worries. You guys are gonna help many other young ones. They're gonna be looking for resources, you
I and
know?
I is gonna help itself.
Exactly. Help the I self. Yes, all the INIs. All right. Much honor. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
And stand firm and anchored. All right. So let me close this out. We'll see you soon.
See you soon.
See ya.